Okay, this is genuinely embarrassing to admit, but I used to be that person who constantly worried about bad breath. You know, the one popping mints every 5 minutes, avoiding close conversations, always wondering if people were backing away from me. But then I discovered this ridiculously simple trick that literally changed my entire social life. And I'm kind of annoyed no one told me about this sooner. Look, if you've ever felt self-conscious about your breath, if you've tried every mint, gum, and mouthwash on the market only to have that fresh feeling disappear within an hour, then this video is going to be a game changer for you. Because what I'm about to share isn't just another quick fix. It's a permanent solution that addresses the actual root cause of bad breath. And here's the crazy part. You probably already have one of these ingredients in your kitchen right now. But before we dive into the solution, let me ask you something. Drop A in the comments if you've ever avoided close conversations because of breath anxiety. Here's what nobody talks about. Bad breath isn't really about the food you ate or whether you brushed your teeth this morning. The real culprit is bacterial overgrowth in your mouth, specifically anaerobic bacteria that thrive in those hard-to-reach places where your toothbrush never goes. These bacteria produce sulfur compounds, and that's what creates that persistent bad breath smell. And here's why all those commercial solutions fail. Mints and gum are just masking the problem with artificial flavors. Mouthwash? Most of them actually make the problem worse because they kill both good and bad bacteria, disrupting your mouth's natural balance. Plus, the alcohol in many mouthwashes dries out your mouth, which actually creates a better environment for the bad bacteria to multiply. Think about it. If these quick fixes actually worked, why do you find yourself reaching for another mint an hour later? Why do you still wake up with morning breath even after using mouthwash the night before? So here's the solution that changed everything for me, and it's called oil pulling. Now, before you roll your eyes thinking this is some trendy wellness thing, oil pulling has been used for oral health for thousands of years. But here's my specific twist that makes it incredibly effective. You need just 2 ingredients: organic coconut oil and 1 drop of tea tree oil. That's it. Here's why this combination is so powerful. Coconut oil contains lauric acid, which naturally fights harmful bacteria while nourishing the good bacteria your mouth needs. The tea tree oil adds an extra antimicrobial boost without being harsh like commercial antiseptics. But here's the key, and this is where most people mess up oil pulling. You're not just swishing and spitting. You're creating a pulling action that literally draws bacteria out of those deep pockets and crevices in your mouth where problems hide. The oil acts like a magnet for toxins and bacteria. And unlike mouthwash that gives you that burning sensation and leaves your mouth feeling stripped, this actually improves your mouth's natural ecosystem. You're not fighting your body's natural processes, you're supporting them. All right, let me walk you through the exact method that works. First thing in the morning, before you drink anything or brush your teeth, take about 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. If it's solid, just let it melt in your mouth for a few seconds. That's totally normal. Add exactly 1 drop of tea tree oil. More isn't better here. Tea tree oil is potent, and too much can irritate your mouth. Now here's the technique that makes all the difference. Instead of just swishing like mouthwash, you're going to pull the oil through your teeth using your tongue and cheek muscles. Push the oil to one side of your mouth, then pull it through your teeth to the other side. Think of it like you're trying to suck the oil through the spaces between your teeth. This pulling motion is what draws out the bacteria and toxins. Do this for 5 minutes. And I know that sounds like forever when you first start, but you can do it while you're getting dressed or checking emails. The oil will become thinner and whiter as it mixes with your saliva and picks up bacteria. Then, and this is crucial, spit it out in the trash, not the sink. Oil can clog pipes. Rinse with warm water, then brush your teeth normally. Now let me be real about what to expect. You might notice fresher breath immediately after your first session, but the real magic happens over time. Within 3 days, you'll probably notice your mouth feels different, cleaner, less sticky. Your teeth might even feel smoother. By the end of the first week, morning breath becomes much less noticeable. And here's something I didn't expect. My teeth actually started looking whiter without any special whitening products. After 2 weeks, this is where the confidence shift happens. You stop thinking about your breath during conversations. You're not reaching for mints constantly. People might even comment that you seem more outgoing or confident, not knowing it's because you're not worried about getting too close during conversations. The thing that really surprised me wasn't just the fresh breath. It was how this changed my entire social confidence. Picture this scenario. You're in a meeting, someone leans in to ask you a question, and instead of your first thought being, "Oh no, I hope my breath is okay," you're actually present in the conversation. Or imagine being on a date and not strategically positioning yourself to avoid breathing directly toward the other person. These might sound like small things, but when you're constantly managing these micro-anxieties, it affects how you show up in the world. This simple morning routine gave me back social freedom I didn't even realize I'd lost. And the crazy part is, it costs practically nothing compared to constantly buying mints, gum, and specialized mouthwashes that don't actually solve the problem. Look, I shared this because I wish someone had told me about this solution years ago. If you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It tells me you want more practical solutions like this. And definitely subscribe, because I share simple, natural fixes for everyday problems that actually work. Try this tomorrow morning and come back in a week to let me know how it went. I read every comment and I love hearing your success stories. And if you know someone who struggles with breath confidence, share this with them. Trust me, they'll thank you for it.